First stage was pretty flat, so you know, I managed to just stick in, and it wasn't that bad. But the second day, and by the way, these stages are fast. Right away, 35 miles an hour. You're in the gutter, you're strung out single file, and like it would go on for like 2 hours. Like the first 2 hours of the race, they would just be stringing it out, and you know, the chain would be popping left and right. And you know, if you if you drop a wheel, man, oh, those guys, what are you hear a lot of you hear the word wanker a lot if you drop a wheel over there. So you know, it was hard, but I made it through that first stage, and I kept thinking to myself, like, God, like if I got dropped here, I would finish so far behind, because I mean they were just going so fast. So you know, I'm thinking like, if I got dropped 2 hours into the race, or 3 hours into the race, you know, I could lose like an hour like that, just because I would have to be going so much slower than them. So I was like just thinking to myself, like, I cannot get a flat. I mean, even getting like a flat, even if you can work back in the caravan, like I don't think you could get back on. So I'm thinking like, you know, I've got to, if I want to finish this race, if I don't want to get time, I got to stay in the pack for as long as I can. So thinking that going into the second day, the flag goes down, the pack takes off fast right away, 35 miles an hour, and there's a crash, and like it was less than a mile in, and I didn't go down, but I put my foot down. I put my foot down for a second, and I looked up, and the pack was just gone. I mean, like, they were gone. There was no dust trail. They were just they were in the next county already. So I'm not too happy. So I'm not too happy about that. And I don't know what I was going to do. I started chasing. You know, eventually hooked up with a couple other guys who were in that crash, and it was bad news. I mean, seriously, like we crashed on mile 1 of probably like a 110 mile day. So we were going to lose hours. I mean, it was going to be, that would be it. You know, we'd be going home. So there was no way. So one of the guys, their team car, it was like one of those Euro vans. He pulls up, and it's almost like there was a sign on the car that said "grab on." Like it was rehearsed. All of a sudden, you know, I look around, and everyone is finding a place on the van. You know, one guy's on the mirror, one guy's on the window, a couple guys were like up in the front, and everyone just grabs a place, and that car takes off. And oh my God, this was a scary, scary day. This was by far the scariest day I've ever had on a bike. We were holding on to this car, and these roads are narrow. Like, you know, these Irish roads through the countryside, they're really narrow. There's lots of blind turns, and you know, we're hanging on to, there's like 8 riders hanging onto this van, and he's going fast. Like honestly, I don't know how we never caught them, because we were really going fast. And oh man, I remember there was this one moment where we're going through this tight turn, and the road is really narrow, and I'm on the outside of the van. I was hanging into oncoming traffic, and I was just hoping, you know, I was obviously looking up the road, always looking, trying to see if there was another car coming, but I was just praying that one wouldn't come around on one of these corners. And sure enough, we go into a corner, and this big truck comes out, and I mean, there's not a bike width in between these two cars when they pass each other. And man, I just let go of the van right away, and I don't even think I had time to hit the brakes. Like I wasn't even, I was a little bit frozen, to be honest. And I just let go, and I drifted back, and like right as he was coming, I pulled in behind the car, and it was like, oh man, it was really close. It scared the shit out of me. I mean, that was really stupid, and God, like, you know, like what a stupid risk I took that day. But you know, whatever. That's who I was. So I certainly wouldn't do that today. You know, if I had a family, if I had kids, like, I would never do that. I would never ride like that. You know, it's just, I mean, it's so easy to say when you're not in the moment, but I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that anymore. So, God, I hope my kids don't race.